Greetings, Georgia. We are in some hotel somewhere in Columbia, South Carolina, sitting with the man, Mr. Dee Snider.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Underground, my man.
Nice to be here. They've been very nice furnishings.
Yes, very true.
Underground used to be much more rustic.
Let's get a little scan of the wonderful furnishings there, Stan.
Look at this. This is the Underground. Stay no expense on these set designs. They got everything. It's like the Underground in the old days, dirt tunnels and
Cable access. What do you expect? What do you expect? They take it out of our pay.
Hey, what pay?
Just got done playing at Rockafellas about half an hour ago.
Is that where we were?
Rockafellas.
Rockafellas. What a club. The stage is 11 feet wide. There was no back. There was everything was like moving front and forward and back.
Is that what's happening in rock club in this town?
I have no clue.
I don't know.
This has been the tour itself has been. I call it the paying my penance tour. I sinned somehow, and now I'm making up for it.
Let's, if you don't mind, maybe going back just a little bit. I'm sure probably a lot of our listeners might not know what happened, like since the breakup with Twisted Sister, some of the events that you're going through and stuff.
How much tape you got there, man?
But Twisted Sister split in 87, and you took a little bit of time off, and then you ended up signing with Elektra, right?
Yeah, well, it was nice time off. As soon as I left Twisted, I started working on a new project called Desperado, which signed a major deal with Elektra Records. And Elektra, his was 88, and Elektra spent like $500,000 on the signing, on the album, 2 years in the making, no expense spared. About a week before the release of the record, Elektra pulled the plug on the project.
Did they have a reason for that? Or?
Well, basically, it was a political problem within the record company having nothing to do with us.
So it's Krasnow.
Bob Krasnow, I hear he has cancer. All right. And maybe dead as we speak. I think there's a chance. Come on. Anyway, and Bob Krasnow and the guy who signed us were at odds. And our A&R guy left the company, and in an act of retaliation, Bob Krasnow pulled the plug on all the projects this guy was developing. And if you go down to like any one of those stores, like Tower Records, where they have like a computer, type in Desperado, you'll see the album players, Clive Burr from Iron Maiden, Bernie Tormé, who played with Ian Gillan and Ozzy Osbourne, myself, and Mark Russell, who was bass player in Widowmaker. Right. The album's called Ace. There's a release number, and it says no longer in print. It never was printed.
Were you actually finished the recording and mixing and everything?
Oh, album cover?
Yeah.
I was getting ready to leave to do the video. And then they wouldn't release me for my contract, so I spent a year in litigation just trying to get out of my deal. And when I finally got out of the deal, I left with no songs, no tapes, no band, no nothing. Just like 3 years of my life never happened. Very ugly time of my life, and thank you for bringing it up. Fun guy. Let's talk about.
I had to bring down the mood in the room.
Let's talk about handicapped people now, and quit that. Let's just really. But after that, I was pretty devastated, and my thanks goes to Rick Wake, the producer of the Blood and Bullet CD for Widowmaker, for literally grabbing me and dragging me into the studio and saying, "Yo, bud, get back on the horse now." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing." He goes, "Just get in there and let's start doing it." And the result was the band Widowmaker and the first album, Blood and Bullets. But that album really, I see it's a formative record. It really doesn't reflect what Widowmaker really is. Because I had written most of the material with Bernie Tormé after the demise of Desperado, before I had the band Widowmaker. I didn't know exactly where I was going. Then I got the band together, and as we started rehearsing my songs, I started to see their personalities coming through, and I started to realize that the band, we didn't have a name, that the band was going to develop its own personality, but it was going to take time. So the first Widowmaker album, if you listen to it, it's got some things by me and Al, a lot of things by me and Bernie, and it's a bit confused record, a lot of different directions going on.
Oh, great songs on it.
Great songs. No, I'm not saying the bad album, I'm just saying that it wasn't Widowmaker. It wasn't. Now this album is our 4th year together. We're out on the road, we're in the trenches, we're in Rockafellas, but we're steeped in the 90s metal scene, and this is really the first Widowmaker album that all the songs were written by the guys in the band. The album was co-produced by the band, arranged by the band, like I said, we've been together 4 years, so really had our personality shows on the new album.
And for the first time in a long